Welcome back to Occasional Dilemma Gaming. I'm Stando, and I just can't do it anymore, guys. I just can't do it anymore. I don't want to talk about EA, but they keep screwing up. They just can't help themselves. I don't know what to do, guys. I honestly don't know what to do with EA at this point. And I'm talking off the cuff with you guys right now. I have a long script here. You're probably going to see a lot of me reading it. But just know that I don't know what to do with this company anymore. I don't. It's just amazing how bad they can screw up Star Wars. And keep screwing it up. Keep digging the hole. Oh, but let's get into it. EA just can't help themselves in what has become one of the biggest PR nightmares in video game history. All because they couldn't keep their dirty little thieving hands out of consumer pockets and thought that implementing progression-based loot boxes that are overly predatory in a Star Wars game that is meant for all ages and fans of the franchise. But EA has really stepped in the metaphorical bullshit this time because they can't keep their mouths shut and they just let their CFO even further ruin their relationship with gamers. It should come as no surprise as EA has over the past several years really lost touch with their audience base by acquiring the Star Wars license, took on a new fan base that really feels like the company is just hell-bent on cheating them. And those fans aren't too far from the mark in feeling that way. EA's CFO Blake Jorgensen apparently wants to be fired. That's the only way that I can describe this, is he wants to be fired. With the company's stock taking a $3.5 billion hit, he had to discuss microtransactions. He went on record saying the one
thing that we're focused on, and that they are extremely focused on, is not violating the canon of Star Wars. It's an amazing brand that is built on many, many years, and so if you did a bunch of cosmetic things, you might start to violate the canon, right? Darth Vader in white probably doesn't make sense versus in black. Not to mention, you probably don't want Darth Vader in pink. No offense to pink, but I don't think that's right in the canon.
I can't believe he actually said that. I cannot believe it. But we'll get to that in a minute because I'll tell you what I truly think on that here in a minute. He goes on.
So there might be things that we can do cosmetically, and we're working with Lucasfilm on that. But coming into it, it wasn't as easy as if we were building a game around our own IP, where it didn't really matter. It matters in a Star Wars game because Star Wars fans want realism, but Star Wars fans also want to tailor things. A different colored lightsaber, things like that, so you might see some of that.
You guys can already poke holes in his argument here, right? I have a huge problem with this statement because not only did Star Wars Battlefront 2015 have cosmetic microtransactions, but also this doesn't explain away the predatory fiasco that is going on in a game like Need for Speed Payback, where once again progression is tied to loot box gambling. It's just baffling to me how EA can screw up this badly, especially when the Star Wars franchise is littered with different looking stormtroopers, different outfits for characters, different races, and as he mentioned, different colored lightsabers, etc., so on and so forth. No one is asking for a pink Darth Vader, but even if they did, let them have it. What we are really asking for, though, is for EA not to treat every franchise like it's freaking FIFA. Oh. FIFA. But it all gets worse, guys. It gets way worse when EA closed down Visceral Games and announced that the Star Wars game they were working on would change direction significantly. What it really all came down to is economics, according to Jorgensen. He went on record saying,
as we kept reviewing the game, it continued to look much more like a linear game, which people don't like as much today as they did 5 years ago, or 10 years ago. Visceral was trying to make a Star Wars game that really pushed gameplay to the next level, but you gotta cut the bridge when you realize that you just can't make a lot of money on something.
I cannot believe he said that. I honestly cannot believe the CFO of EA said that You just gotta, you can't make money on single player games, so you gotta cut the bridge somewhere, because every game has to be a game of service. We can't put microtransactions in single player games. There can't be loot boxes dropping in the middle of your single player game, so it's not gonna work. Why can't we just trust the franchise to sell copies? We can't do that. We can't rely on a franchise that is so big, that's probably going to have the biggest box numbers of the year this December when it comes to movie sales. We can't expect to sell a game with the Star Wars franchise. We can't expect copies to sell enough for us to make money. No. There's no loot boxes. Is it any wonder why EA has bled $3.5 million since release of Battlefront 2? How can any one company fumble this badly? I honestly don't want to discuss EA anymore, guys. I really. I'm already boycotting their games entirely, and I won't be returning anytime soon. And I hear a lot of the same chatter around the internet. At this point, one has to wonder when Disney pulls the license from EA, or when does EA implode on itself like Konami did. Also, I really can't believe that CFO Jorgensen will be employed much longer if all of this happens. They do plan to double down on microtransactions and not change their strategy. They say they are listening to us, but in reality, they are just trying not to piss us off as bad as they already have. They're taking the walk back approach and thinking gamers are going to be blind to it. Well, I got news for you. We're not blind to it. Okay, guys? Greed has reared its ugly head this year, and if you think this is the worst that it can get, you're wrong. And I hope you hear me clearly, EA, when I say this with single player. The reason your single players do not do well is because they just don't exist. You may publish a single player game here or there that was developed by some other company, but then you buy said company, you taint it with your microtransactions, try to turn it into a game of service, and then close the company when it gets a bad rep. You're not really giving us a choice with microtransactions. In fact, you're limiting player choice with microtransactions, because the guy at the kid, the 8-year-old kid that just wants to play a Star Wars game, is the one without the money is more limited in his abilities than the person with $1 million to throw at the game. That's the problem. That is the environment that you are trying to create. Sorry, kid, Star Wars isn't for you. When will enough be enough? Is there no end to your greed, EA? It's funny that you say single-player microtransaction-free games can't be a success when some of the biggest titles, Horizon Zero Dawn, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus, anything that Naughty Dog has, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the list can go on, and clearly these companies have found a way to make it work, and it's just a shame that the largest publisher in games industry can't figure it out. Honestly, at this point, EA, I don't think that you deserve to make games anymore. I don't think you deserve to be in this industry anymore if you can't figure this out. And I worry for gamers who are excited about Anthem, because I know EA is just going to try to bleed them dry when it comes out. I'm so sick and tired of talking about EA, guys. I really, really am. I'm so tired of talking about loot boxes and microtransactions. And I want to celebrate games. I want to talk about the good stuff happening in gaming. But this bullshit just keeps it just keeps on turning. I don't want to be the negative Nancy of the internet. I really don't. I want to just dive into games that I love and enjoy them and celebrate them. But at the same time, I want to be able to everybody to have the same experience and have fun with their games, and not worry about buying a game that you don't know whether you're going to get screwed over or not. So what do I do? What do I do? I'm going to keep doing this because I know it's the right thing to do. Speaking out against bad practice, predatory bad practices that take advantage of people. I'm going to keep speaking out about it because it's the right thing to do. I don't like doing it, but I'm going to keep doing it. And I'm telling you guys, Activision's just as greedy, if not more. EA is just the one to take it too far right now. But anyway, that's just one fat man's opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know down in the comments. And while you're down there, leave a like on the video so that as many people can see this as possible. Share it with a friend. Post it to your Facebook. Post it to your Twitter. Put the hashtag fuck EA in there. Let's let everybody know that we're done with the bullshit. And let's just keep on fighting. Obviously, it's made a dent. They're losing $3.5 billion. Let's take this to the next level, guys. Let's just keep sharing and keep talking and keep discussing it and not buy their games. Sooner or later, they're going to have to, like, put up or shut up. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, I hope you guys are having a blast. I hope to catch you guys on the flip side. I love your faces. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, guys. Peace. Have a good one. God. Yay. Son of a bitch. Mother. I can't believe EA. So stupid.